So we are the land of the Kama Sutra, guys. I mean, when you talk about shyness, I mean, we invented the Kama Sutra, which have poses that are apparently patented and West can't imitate them. If you look at all our temples, and I think we just unnecessarily blame Khajuraho for it. You can go to any of the temples in Belur, Halebidu, just next door. You can go to Hampi, which is another 2 hours drive. You can go to Konark. You can go Manavi. I mean, so all our temples, if you just look at them, I mean, sometimes you have to cover your kids' eyes as you walk around the temple, saying, no, please don't look there. From all of this, what happened to us and why have we suddenly become so prudish? And something seems to have changed. What changed?
Well, I don't mean to have all the answers, but I have all the answers. We also used to have a river called Saraswati. The things disappear. Things change.
Okay.
But anyway, this is a strange answer, a possible answer to what you might be asking. And I just thought of it right now, so obviously nothing is premeditated. Except for the fact that when I was sitting and I was introduced, so there was Apurv, then there was Gurpreet, and there was a chair empty there and a chair empty here after Shivani. So I said, oh, yeah, for sure. Not next to Gurpreet. But that was premeditated. But the rest, I've lost my chain of thought. The rest is, when our population grew, and not every problem is our population's problem, but this one could also be our population's problem. Most of us, maybe not now, because we live in nuclear families, everybody's got their own apartment. Some people are 2 or 3 people have a 6-bedroom apartment, so on and so forth, or a whole big home. But for many, many centuries, we all lived together. And it just could be, think about it, सोचने की बात, point note किया जाने वाला, that because we lived so close together, our private spaces, we didn't have any for generations and generations. Everybody lived together in one room or 1.5 rooms or 2.5 rooms. So obviously what was on the temples,
frustration,
couldn't quite carry on to the home or wherever else. What are you going to do? I mean, everybody's looking on and you're all sleeping 6 to a room. So that's one possible reason why a lot of people just said, no, not here, not now. And the Hindi movie, art imitates life imitates. Hindi movie is always saying what? Wait, dekh lega. So,
we are a lot of our chronological history, our evolution has been very beautifully documented in scriptures. Now, over the times, once, of course, if you go back to the real history of how the scriptures were revealed, through a meditative process, etc., etc. But having said that, a lot of the manifest of those scriptures, the knowledge of possibility of the human body, let's say mind, body, soul, put together, was patronized a lot by the royalty, by the kings. And there were, in certain periods, Gupta period, Maurya period, as it came on, the patronage on knowledge and leaving behind their mark. It was an ego thing that what did the kings achieve and how much did they actually document. So
there were statistics.
Of course there were statistics.
In terms of how much they achieved.
Of course.
Give me an example.
Well, I can't give you an example because I'll have to do a regression therapy, but having said that, it could have been the passion of those kings of those times. It's like a season and a journey for every aspect of life. I think it's a part of the evolution that happened of our culture, and it's a very important thing, because actually that is what will save from dogmatism and from the prudish behavior that has happened over the foreign rule with the Mughals coming and the British coming, and it protected the women, and it had to become very regressive because there was an onslaught on women. And probably it took a back seat. Earlier there was limitations, but today there is a whole menu available for whatever section of people you want to go, your interest. You can go and explore it.
Is there a Mr. Gupta here? Or a Mrs. Gupta?
Or Maurya?
Yeah. See, the empire lives on. Robust.
Absolutely. And I think it's very, because most of our performing arts, and this is on a serious note, we still seek documentation from the sculptures available. So temple sculpture was, because they believe that even if the inscriptions and paper was destroyed, what would stay is these cultures. So a lot of the documentation of experiences of the evolved mind and the free mind and the independent thinking was documented in science.
Independent thinking अब कहाँ गई है? मतलब where is it now? Why is it all hidden and?
Echoing from what Nandini has just said, yes, there was a lot of changes in the history and the way the sex personification changed over time and stuff like that, and how we just moved into a prudish nation. It was all to do with our culture, and we were at that time people were trying to protect that culture, so they got into sex as a taboo, and it became a bad word. But then we also are a nation right now. We are allowed to pee in public, but we are not allowed to kiss in public. Now, I don't understand that. Now, that's today's generation. So, are we doing anything about it?
Guru, what should we do about it?
We've put all these lovely images in the temples, but colleges ban you from even wearing jeans and skirts. We call ourselves the land of Kama Sutra. But we censor our films that even after an A certification, you won't find anything there worth saying A to. So, I'm wondering, have we over the years become a rather hypocritical society? And I think we are, especially for a large middle class society like ours, and we as a nation are fairly pseudo-secular and left-leaning socialist kind of country, and we've been that way for a while. But this whole hypocrisy that we have, it sort of transgresses across. Even if you look at your films and we say our films are becoming very bold, hardly. What we want to do and what we do, and what we want to see and what we want to be seen doing are just two poles apart. And perhaps time has come, and books like yours and books like are just sort of breaking the ice. And perhaps it's that one circle that we're going through. And people are saying, okay, we've lived a regressed life for a long time. Now let's spice it up, let's sex it up.